It's Jen from Crazy Speech World. I wanted to give you a quick preview of my latest project, weekly speech and language homework. This one is thematic, based on my theme therapy calendar that I'm going to be using this year for planning my therapy. So let's take a quick peek inside. I included a table of contents here so that you can easily find what you need. So, if it's the middle of the year and we're working on Dr. Seuss, you're able to just quickly look and see what page you need, type that in, and get there fast so that you can print and go. I know that kind of helps me with finding what I need and getting what I need really fast. So I hope that you guys like that. I'm trying to include it in all of my new products. There's also some parent letter templates in here. This one has some instructions. You can write what your students are working on. This one is a little more generic so that you can customize the way that you want it to say, what you want it to say. And then there's 2 per page just to kind of save some paper. I've included 4 generic pages for homework that are related to stories that we're doing in speech. So I always try to do a book with my themes, and this is kind of getting at that. So these aren't thematic pages, but they can go with whatever you're doing. So you would just write in the name and the author of the story, and then on this one, we're looking at vocabulary, so you could write in some vocabulary words. I always try to focus on those Tier 2 vocabulary words from the story. If you're not familiar with Tier 2 vocabulary, check out the book, Bringing Words to Life, and that will give you some really good information about how to find those Tier 2 vocabulary words that are so important for us to be teaching our students. But this one's vocabulary bingo, so they can pick 3 activities in a bingo to complete, and all of them are just really focusing on building their word knowledge. So there's synonyms, antonyms, associations, drawing, defining, compare, contrast, writing, and then example and non-example. This page is just a simple draw a picture, write about it. This one's getting more answering those WH questions and story structure. And then this is story grammar, character setting, problem solution. And then we're getting into all of the thematic pages. I think there's 27 themes that I'm using this year. So there are 2 pages for every theme. The first one is a little bit more language-based, or a lot more language-based. It has 5 questions, all related to the topic that we're doing that week, and 5 vocabulary words. And then there's a self-rating scale. So my vision with this is that parents will be doing 1 or 2 questions a day and 1 or 2 vocabulary words a day. So that way they're getting a little bit of practice every day, but it's not eating up a lot of time, because I know that, families are busy and that they have other homework that they have to do. And this is designed to just kind of be something quick and simple that they can do that's language or speech related. I tried to use concepts and skills in here that are pretty basic language things. So comparing and contrasting, categorizing, describing, making predictions, answering WH questions, and just kind of to get students talking at home. And then on that directions page that you're going to attach to, you can write whatever skill they need to focus on. So if they're really working hard on using verb tense correctly, then you can specify that in your sheet. Or if you have a student that's working on fluency strategies, you can specify that they need to answer the questions using their easy beginnings or whatever strategy they're focusing on. And then for the vocabulary, they are to discuss the meaning, think of antonyms and synonyms, try to use it in a sentence. And then the feedback is just to let me know if they practiced, how many they did, how much practice they're getting, because I feel like that helps me to gauge their therapy and their progress. And then there's a signature spot down here for whoever helped them to complete the homework for them to sign, so that just a little bit of fidelity so that I know that they're doing it. And then the second page will be more focused on articulation. So here they're going to write a word with their speech sound, and you can give them the words to write, or they can find them on their own. That's kind of up to you. And then I tried to get them to practice at least, around 50 words a day. So that will take, like 5 minutes. It shouldn't take a lot of time, but just getting them practicing as much as I can at home. And we all know that that's going to increase their progress, and they're going to be done with therapy quicker, which is our goal. So, so if they practice each word 5 times every day that week, then we're going to be looking at them practicing 50 words a day for 5 days. I mean, that would be great if I could get all of my kids to do that. But even if they just practice them once, I would be happy. I just want them thinking about their speech outside of my classroom, and I know that you do too. So that's what the articulation pages look like. I'll scroll through a few more. This is heroes. And we did the stars. Pirates, which is one of my favorites. Fall. Fire safety. Bats. Halloween. Do you hear my dog snoring? He's laying next to me snoring. Community helpers. Veterans. Thanksgiving. Holidays. And for the themes that I have going for more than one week, which is quite a few of them because there's so much good content that we can cover, you can send home, the language page one day or 1 week, and then you can send home one of those book activities the next week. Or if you are not doing one of the same themes that I'm doing, and you just wanted to send home one of the book activity pages, because you're not doing rainforest, that will be helpful to fill in those spots that if we're not doing the same themes. And that's it. I hope you guys like this preview, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, slpgonewild@gmail.com, and I will talk to you guys soon.